Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good morning. Let's get it going. Another episode of Habari Live, where we keep you updated on the news, sports, entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we are all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. What's up, Aisha? What's up, Jimmy?
Good morning.
And another week, another show. We got a lot of interesting topics to go over. Our guest hasn't made it in yet, but we also have another guest coming in later. So regardless, we're going to do the show and do what we got to do like always. Nothing going to stop it. Topics. Let's go straight into Habari News Weekly, man.
And now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipleen Ellison. Sponsored by...
All right. This week, let's talk about healthy snacks. If you like healthy snacks, go over to HabariEntertainment.com. Click on the link in the banner at the top of the page and buy some healthy snacks. 15% off your first purchase, and everything goes to us to help us out to continue the show, and you'll be helping us out. So hook it up. Anyway, let's talk about some news out here this week. The big story was
Jimmy turned 18. No, I was playing.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's give you a happy birthday shout out.
Go ahead, sing for me.
Hell no.
we sung happy birthday last night. We was singing happy birthday last night, and I glanced over, and Uncle's just like this, just smiling and nodding at me.
Nah, that ain't my style, man. I just stand in the back, let everybody else do that type stuff. But yeah, man, happy birthday. You old man now. You on your way.
Geriatric.
Mm-hmm. You had a beard at like 13, so at least your age and caught up with your face,
Right,
and your body.
I hear Lisa behind me.
But yeah, man, it's a good thing, man. We turned 18. I remember my 18th birthday. I don't remember what I did at all. I'm old, bro. But I didn't really celebrate shit until I was like 20, 21, because that's when I really
that's when you could do everything.
Yeah, I felt like everything. 18, I was already doing all that. You know what I mean? I was doing all
I'm
that
just
stuff.
a little bit older.
Right. I was just older. You know, I was already drinking. We was getting alcohol from Dino's at 16, 15. Dino was serving there, but I don't know what was going on. But
We always had older friends,
everybody, man.
so they would always buy alcohol for us.
Yeah,
I didn't do much. I'm bored. I didn't do much. I just went to the movies, ate, came home. That was it. Like,
you live a different life than what we used to live. Man,
yeah,
which is good.
I'm calm. Like I'm you know what I mean.
I would have had.
I don't like doing
a box of 40s. We'd have had Coke 45 everywhere.
Coke 45 and 2 6-packs.
Yeah, we were terrible kids. But yeah, man, happy birthday, bro, and good luck to you this year. You got
Appreciate it.
Graduating, big things going on for you for your life. This is the very important time. It's important because you could go both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could go any way at this point in your life. You could keep going doing your thing, or you become the loser from school. You know, everybody has that option.
Right.
You know, which one you gonna take?
Which path?
That's real. But anyway, big story that this week was the 4 Americans crossing the border. They say by mistake. They say they were lost. Now, I'm not even sure where these people were going, man.
There's been so many different stories
Yeah.
that's come out regarding how or why they were going.
Yeah, and then one
how
cat
they
said
ended up
they didn't
crossing
know they
over.
was crossing the border. One of the dudes said he didn't know he was crossing the border. Like I don't know. The story is kind of crazy, but they get across the border and they get kidnapped immediately. You know, and then someone starts shooting at them. 2 people were hit immediately. I believe they died from their wounds from the shooting.
Yeah, I think they were found.
Yeah, they were found dead. 2 of them, and I saw the pictures of when they found them in the house where they found them, and it was pretty bad, man. They had them laying on top of the dead people. You know, it was pretty messed up, man. How they did them, man. I don't know how dude survived, but he was shot twice in the legs. So it's pretty scary situation. I seen a lot of people, a lot of racists jumping to conclusions, saying that the people were probably doing a drug deal. There's no way that they were just going to get cosmetic surgeries. I'm not going to jump to conclusions on what these people were doing. I just think that it was a terrible situation for them. That's just scary as hell, man. You cross the border, whatever you're doing. I've been to Mexico several times, and I ain't never think about anything like that. You going to do what you're going to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's pretty scary, man. And you know, a lot of people blaming the girl, talking about she's going to get a BBL. It's not funny, but at the same time, man, these BBLs and these plastic surgery is, I mean, they going down to Mexico, messing with these doctors. You have
But it's not just
but if
BBLs
something
and
happens
plastic
to you,
surgery that
right?
people are going to Mexico for.
I know they're going for pills,
It's all different
all
types
type
of
stuff,
medical
because
conditions.
the pills
Because
down
the
there are
treatment,
it's way cheaper.
even not just the medication,
Mhm.
the actual
No, they
treatment the
just to see the
providers
doctor. Yeah,
provide
it's cheap. It's
is
just cheaper. In America, we have very, very, very expensive healthcare.
We do.
To get plastic surgery is very expensive. These girls, they see everybody on Instagram and all this and all. They want to be like them. I don't know why they just don't run. Just
And do some squats.
go jog. Stop eating McDonald's. And I just don't get it, man. You can't have a Cardi B meal and have a BBL. I don't understand. You're not gonna have a slim waist and the big hips if you're not working out. This things, man, these girls are working out, bro. Now they want to be, I want to take the shortcut to everything.
But didn't Kim Kardashian just recently remove her
Yeah,
implants?
she removed them. They're telling you that they're trying to tell you that they're bad for you.
Because you can only wear the implants for a maximum of, I think, like 10 years
I don't know.
before they start
Cardi B said the same
deteriorating.
thing too. She said, "Don't do it." It almost messed her up. She had to take hers out. So it's like, man, I don't understand, man. People, man, this running trying to be like the rest of
It's
these people.
fashionable. It's trendy. It's what's in for women to
Man.
look good.
I'm not with the
And-
trends.
But it's not like that for men. Men aren't pressured into
that ain't
you
no-
gotta have a
man.
6-pack and you gotta look good
That's not true.
your entire life.
That's not true.
Girls see my
I say-
gut.
I
they're
say
like,
it all the
"Mm."
time, man. I say
That-
it all the time.
It is very true.
That's not true. We look at the toys. What men are shaped like the toy. We just don't complain about it. Women are the ones that are focused
It's
on these
not just
body
the
things.
toys though.
What else is it though? Low. What else is it?
It's
How many male models is it?
None. You think I'll be a model?
until
many-
recently,
Hell
how
nah.
many fat women models
All right,
were
but
there?
they exist though. We don't even want to see fat men at all. Like, get him out of here.
That's not true. Y'all got big and tall. Y'all just call it something
Who?
different.
man,
No,
okay.
we call it
Women,
none.
we just call out curvy.
Right. You have curvy models now. They're on TV. They're modeling J.C. Penney.
It wasn't like that 10 years ago.
Okay, but it is. It is. We still don't see men. We
Mm-mm.
still don't see We still don't see men. So
You
can
really
say
think
what
I'm gonna
you
be a
want.
model?
Don't nobody want to see that, right?
Exactly, my gut. They don't
Right.
want to see my gut
So women have fought to see bigger women.
because the issue.
And there have been big men. They do the Calvin Kleins
Ooh.
and the underwear models and
No, what?
they
They do big and tall.
that's what I'm talking about.
They
The
do-
big and
they do
tall
big and tall.
models.
They do J.C. Penney big and tall
Right.
stuff. Right. They do that.
So you can't say that there aren't big
No,
male models
they're
because
not
there are.
accepted
name one
as
big model.
normal
Male model.
models. Curvy women now are on normal stuff. They're in Victoria's Secret commercials.
That's because all
They're-
our clothes. Okay, let me not go
Right,
there.
because the American woman has got a little larger, so they have to make.
America is a little large.
Yeah, we're a little larger. We eating a little good.
Little too good.
We definitely
I
are.
can't think of no big male models. I can't think of none.
Because women ain't.
Because everybody
come
wanted
on,
to look
dog.
like Michael B. Jordan, and
Yeah, and you think it ain't no pressure for men?
man,
Come on,
he made it hard for us.
look at that. Look at that movie. You see how them dudes shape?
Man, you seen
These
Creed?
dudes got
You see,
muscles on top of muscles, man.
they Jonathan Majors doing pull-ups one-handed.
These dudes got so many muscles, and you think that's how the regular dudes shape?
What about the dudes from Wakanda, the big bear dude?
He dude in shape too.
But hey, that
Dude had a
one,
gut. Come on
man.
now.
No, he did.
Dude,
He's
no, he
he's
don't.
built.
Dude is in shape.
He's
You
built.
tripping. These dudes don't come on these movies shaped like shit. They come.
He's talking. You know who she talking? She talking about M'Baku.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude is huge.
He's
He's
just
not fat. He just dude is he's man. This
But
dude
he's
is
a big
lifting.
dude.
He's a big dude, but he's not fat, bro. For real.
He's the Gorilla Tribe leader. What he
For
modeling?
But off topic though, I just want to say that the cartel did turn in 5 people for
And
doing
said
this.
sorry.
And wrote notes saying our bad.
My bad.
that they messed up and
They
here's
wrote
the
a
cats.
note and
Yeah,
said our bad.
yeah.
That's
That these
really
the cats, yeah.
like I was going through. I think I was going through Instagram and I saw the story and it was like they wrote an apology letter.
Yep.
And
5
turned in 5
men
people.
were tied up near a pickup truck on Thursday morning.
Wow.
Yep. And they tied
They
them
trying
up.
to be vigilantes
handwritten
now.
Note placed on the windshield of the truck, whose author say they belong to the Gulf Cartel, the dominant organized crime group in the area. And they were like, yeah, these the cats that did it. And they fucked up. Here you go.
So they just Spider-Man.
For
all
real,
5
man,
of these
yeah,
men.
for
Just
real.
tied them up, left them next to a car.
Yep. It's crazy. But these dudes, man, they run the country, man. The police, they don't have, you know what I'm saying? They don't
They're
have
on payroll.
right. So these dudes so powerful, they turning in their own dudes. You know, everybody should be going to jail, but it's not how it is, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. They turned them in, man. So they didn't want that stuff to happen, obviously. Everybody was talking about, oh, this is something about it. Obviously, it wasn't. Because if
It was an
the
obvious
cartel
mistake.
Right. If they wanted them dead, they would have did that more quiet and it wouldn't have been in a situation like that with all.
And it
them
wouldn't have been in
cameras and
broad
all that.
daylight
Right.
either.
They would have brought them to the drug sale that they was gonna do, then went on and
Kidnapped
off
them.
them, and it would have been off in the woods somewhere,
Right.
not in the middle of.
As soon as they got there, broad daylight.
Right. Exactly. So that's how I looked at it. Like, man, you could tell that this was a mistaken situation.
Mhm.
I don't think that anybody knew anybody in this situation, but it's a sad story, but that's how we're gonna go ahead and go with it though. Hopefully, the families. One thing you can do is pray for them.
It's a sad situation.
It's just sad, man. You lose your people on something like that, man. It's tough. But I'm gonna just go on to the next story here. We got this. The Cocaine Bear movie just came out, and now we got the Cocaine Cat.
Hold on, wait. There was a movie called Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, it just came out. It's supposed to be really good. People say it's good. It's funny.
Wow.
Supposedly.
Ice Cube.
Now we got Cocaine Cats, like you
Mhm.
said, huh?
Yeah.
Ice Cube son's in it.
Yeah, Ice Cube's son's in it.
Wow.
They say he does a decent job.
Really?
Yeah,
He's
dude's a decent actor.
Yeah, he did a good job in Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, he's
like
decent.
you would think that's actually Ice Cube. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to check it out.
So the cat is an African serval cat that was found with cocaine in his system after an escape at a traffic stop. What the?
Huh?
That just sounds crazy.
Wait,
they
So
stopped-
wait,
it
was
sounded
the cat
was
driving,
right? They
and
pulled
he
him
pulled
over.
him over and was like,
He got coke all on him. Like,
He said, "Don't panic, don't panic."
ah,
hold on, sir.
oh, man.
Sir,
License and registration, please.
That's
Hello?
crazy. Man.
Look, to the humans in the passenger seat. Hey man, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Don't
But
panic.
The original story, was a 175-pound bear that was found dead near a duffel bag with $2 million worth of cocaine. That's the original story for the cocaine bear. So
So they made a movie
made
off of that
Hollywood.
story.
Yeah. That's the movie. They made a movie off that story, and they added all type of other stuff to
This
it.
about to be a movie
Right.
too.
Yeah, they gonna figure out something.
They're gonna have the cat driving actually.
They're gonna put Tiger King in the movie with the cat.
The cat, they pulled the dude over who was driving, so he was with the owner, all right, and they pulled him over, and the cat leaped out of the car onto a tree, and they couldn't get him.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine being that police officer, sir?
Why did your cat just jump out the window?
Not even that. Is that a jaguar?
Dang, that's messed up, man. And then they tried to catch him, and he ended up breaking. They broke the damn cat's leg. The cat was named Emery, and you're not supposed to be able to own cats like this because they weigh more than 40 pounds. This thing is
That's
big.
a big cat,
right? That's huge, G. 40 pounds.
That's bigger than the baby. That's
scary, man.
Where is this
at? Cincinnati, Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
How they even get one of those cats there?
I don't know how he got it.
There's a couple
you
strange.
can order anything online nowadays, man. Right.
Right.
For real,
The
man.
boy went to Neverland and got one of Michael Jackson's cats.
He got an African serval cat.
They
whatever, man. That's crazy. So I'm gonna go into some serious news here. Kenya announced to expand the use of landmark malaria vaccine. It gives hopes to millions. Malaria has been a horrible disease to Africa for years and years and years. So this is supposedly supposed to be a significant step in the fight against malaria in East Africa. Nations have expanded its use of the world first ever vaccine for malaria. This is the first time that it's supposed to be able to defeat it and not just protect you from getting something that's
it's supposed to cure
a vaccine and cures it. So we'll see where this go, man.
Keep you updated.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it updated. And this has been introduced in the country since what they said 2019. A pilot program was launched. 1 million doses of the vaccines have been administered since then to children across 8 of Kenya's counties, 400,000 of which have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. I guess you have to have multiple doses. Kenya's health ministry has announced it's scrolling up the use of the groundbreaking vaccine, extending to an additional 25 sub-counties in lake endemic regions. Wow, I'm not sure what that means. I'm about to ask Nico.
Mm-hmm.
The vaccine will be expanded free of charge to an additional 130,000 infants in counties and will be available at all immunizations health facilities. So that's dope, man. Like I said.
So it's a slow approach to them getting it to where it's a vaccine that is going to be given as a newborn vaccine.
Right. Immediately, soon they born, you get it. So it's definitely a situation where you can see where people are trying to defeat this disease, man. And the mosquitoes out there is the main carriers of it. And it's been tough to get a hold of it, man. So I really want to give applause to them.
But those are like one of the deadliest insects too, though.
Yeah, man, it carries a lot of disease.
Yeah, they do.
If Africa gets a hold of this, and they can get a hold of a couple of their things and more of their resources, man, they're going to start being on the up and up as a country, for real, more as a continent, and more of the countries will see a better outcomes and benefits. Especially this, it's always destroying them, and you're always in the hospitals. You got people dying all the time. That's not, you can't build economics on that type situation.
Hey,
so, what up?
Hey, let's take a quick break real quick.
Let's do it.
All right.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We got my man Devin in the house.
What's going on?
He's going to drop some knowledge on us. Very, very, very intelligent brother.
Thanks.
From Illinois.
That's
Back
right.
around from the
From
original
hometown.
hometown, man. And we just gonna talk about some things, man, and just drop some knowledge on us. The next thing we want to bring up here, let's go into Ron DeSantis, man.
Oh, this guy's a piece of work.
Man, it's the reasons why I say vote, man, and why it's so important. We got people like this just coming in, man, and what they're trying to do is just use people's hate to build their voting
Their
paths
platform.
or whatever you want to say. They just want to. This is how they're building their base right now, is off hate, and it's crazy, man. It's working. This dude about to run for president.
Oh, definitely. He's got a good shot at winning too.
Yeah, man, he's got a good shot. Him and Trump are going at it right now. So we'll see them fight it out. But Trump is on the down. He's going down.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, Trump is. People don't have confidence in him anymore. But I think the base, they still have a little bit of hope for Trump. But I think they know that this is the route it's going with this DeSantis clown. So just everything this dude has been doing, man, is something that everybody needs to really, really pay attention to, bro. And I don't know if you've been reading it, Devin, or seeing what's been going on, especially what he's doing with the schools. And could you imagine this on a federal level?
Yeah, rolling back the clock on a lot of stuff.
Man.
Stuff that people fought hard for a lot of years to get.
It's real, man.
I know as far as in school, there's something with the what's the term? The
critical race theory.
There we go. The critical race theory.
Something I never knew about.
Me neither. I don't know a whole lot about that, but I know they're trying to take it out of schools or have taken it out of schools in Florida, Texas,
Arizona.
all that.
Arizona is one of the states too where they're fighting to
they don't
get
want
it
to teach
out.
Actually, Katie Hobbs vetoed it.
She vetoed the Tom Horn.
It.
That's
she
good.
Vetoed it.
Y'all representatives out here.
Okay. Yeah, because we have luckily we got a battle going here because it's
red and blue.
It's a purple state.
Split. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're fighting back and forth with these. We got some people that's Republican, but the main person in charge, luckily, is Democrat. So we can at least try to veto some of this craziness they trying to do. And Tom Horn barely won.
Okay.
And he's a Republican. He's been the education person before.
Okay.
And he sucked.
Sure.
Our education is one of the worst in the country.
Okay.
We like 46
out of 50. It's only 50. Not 150.
We are bad, man.
Yeah.
So, and coming from Illinois, where we don't realize it. We get one of the best educations in America.
So I talked to our friend Jared yesterday kind of about the education out here, just happened to come up. And he was talking about how, and he doesn't have kids, but he said that here, parents, you choose what school they can go to.
Parent choice.
You can live here in this, around the corner and take a kid 50 miles away or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So where we're from in Illinois, Edwardsville, just outside of St. Louis, across the bridge, but you have to go to school in your district.
You have to.
Right. Or you get fined for going outside of your district.
It's not even an option.
They don't.
It's like that in Virginia too. Like you have to go to the school within your district.
Like if you don't have an address or look, back when I was younger, we used like my grandma's address to stay at a certain grade school and all that kind of stuff. I still lived in that same town,
somebody
a few blocks
to be
away.
Paying taxes in that area.
We still lived there, but we didn't want to go, or my parents didn't want us to go to the school that was closer to our house we lived in because it made sense for us to go to our grandma's after school.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But that's that's different. But what Jared was talking about was how the money, it's the haves and the have-nots.
That's real.
Okay. The schools with the money continue to get money, and they just kind of leave the schools without the money. They don't funnel money to them.
They nothing.
You know what I mean? Right. Even though they can take money from here, from the richer, the better schools, they don't even funnel it at all. Try to the poorer schools.
No,
they just out there. They just done.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Katie Hobbs, she put some things in place to try to stop some of these things because it was a bill they passed.
Okay.
Would let the people take their money from the public school, because no matter where you live at, you have to pay taxes to that public school.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
You have
your kid leaves that area, you can take your money away from that school
No way.
and let your money go where that kid is going.
That's wild.
It's wild.
That's wild.
So the only thing that happened was schools that didn't need money were getting more money, and the schools that's hurting were hurting more.
Yeah. The thing about where we're from in Edwardsville it is, if not the best, it's definitely top 2 or 3 school district in our area. Definitely. I mean, it's the number 1 school district in our area. That's why and it's going to continue to be that way because they funnel money into the school. We have good athletics. Our academics are top tier.
That's real.
So it when you have a good school district, it sustains the economy because people want to move there.
Yep.
They want to move there. They
want
to
make decisions. They want to
grow.
It's a
there.
competitive district, so therefore more people are going to want to go. And the school, and 9 times out of 10, those areas that are doing better are going to have better programming,
absolutely,
better extracurricular programs for the kids.
Yep.
Like basketball, softball, football, and the programs are going to do better because they're being funded better.
They got better gear.
Yep.
Better fields,
better everything,
and more people are going to attend those games for those schools.
Absolutely.
Because they have
boosters.
Yep,
they got all that,
all of it.
And then I try to tell people out here, and they look at me crazy. Like, Doc, I went to school with rich people, man. I went to high school with the plumbers and motherfuckers who own multi-million-dollar companies.
Oh yeah.
They go to school. They go to high school with the public school, bro.
Yes,
they go to the public school here.
All private
schools.
They look down.
They don't think about public school.
Sure.
There's another. I go to school. I go to school with a couple. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you live in Paradise Valley, so it's a different. You go to school in Paradise Valley, but we talking about in the city. You know what I mean? People down here in the city and everything. There's certain school districts like richer districts here.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But most of the places is in the hood, in the South Phoenix area, central Arizona, the central downtown areas on the west side. Out where you guys are at right now, where she lives.
Okay, yeah.
Those are the places where they don't care about.
They leave it alone.
They don't care. And they hurt. It hurts the schools. That's why most of the kids they can't read. The Mexican kids, they can't speak English. It's just all a mess, man. And we don't do anything to make it better out here, dude. It's getting worse and worse. So I hope one day we do something to change some of the education parameters around here. We got to get this Tom Horn dude out first. So that's number 1.
He's the Secretary of Education or something like that. I guess.
Yeah. He sucks bad.
Yeah.
But let's see what we got. What you got, babe?
First, I do want to say congratulations to Mowabi.
What Mowabi do?
Mowabi has made his way to PBS.
What?
Yes, he just did PBS. Arizona PBS just made a post and said South African recording artist Mowabi Kotu joined us in Arizona PBS studios to record his original songs, More Love and Echo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the last word correctly.
Okay,
but
Mowabi.
there you go.
That's the homie. I like to hear that. And PBS, that's our people too.
Right.
PBS hook us
that's
up.
ABC. Man. No, he's on. Vinton is on
ABC.
Vinton is on ABC, but Mowabi is. But we have done events with Arizona PBS.
Yeah. PBS is they help us out immensely in everything they can, man. And anytime they help Jamar Younger, that's the dude, and he does a lot to help us, and we appreciate it. And that's dope. They helping Mowabi, man.
Yeah,
they just doing the PBS is doing a good job connecting with the Black community, man.
They really are.
Yeah, man. It's having a Black director out here.
Adrian Farewell, she's really great.
So I like what she's doing, man, and she's really, really connecting with the Black people in the community, bro. And it's dope because this, to me, Arizona's Black community is an unknown community that people in the world don't know. Everybody think it's just cowboys and coyotes out here, and it's good to educate people on what the history and where we come, where we have came here in Arizona, where it started, and where people have been. Because people were never slaves here. People were always.
You want to hear a little clip of the?
Really?
No, never, because it was never legal here. Because it was incorporated so late.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Okay.
So people came here and was free
and was able to do whatever they want to and
do
thrive.
what they thing and thrive, man. And people have opened
and that's why so many successful Black businesses in Arizona too.
Yeah, man. And if you look at the statistics, we do good here. We do well here. We do well. The amount of money that we make at an average is pretty good compared to other places in other states. Those are the things that matter. You know what I'm saying? We want to see us doing well, man, and not come into places and being like, unfortunately, Illinois, which is one of the worst for us. Statistically, we just don't make money there. We don't own anything. We don't make any money. It sucks, bro. But those are the things that we're fighting, though. But let's play it. Let's hear a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it's a little reel that Arizona PBS posted to Instagram. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play that really fast. And I'm going to unmute it.
Oh, audio's dope. You got the CD up here.
Okay.
He's my dude.
Nice.
He's really good, man. Dude is dope, man. Listen to that boy voice. He's South African.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah, man. Bro can sing, man. All right, man.
You want a quick video real quick?
Commercial?
Somebody's out there.
Yeah, somebody's looking for us.
All right, run it. All right. So did you have another story you was going on?
I did have another story. My initial story was 9-year-old girl inspires a one-of-a-kind play space for immunocompromised children in Tempe.
Oh, that's dope.
The little girl's inspiration for a major construction project to build a first-of-its-kind play space. So this month, her name is Lily Taylor. She turned 9 years old,
right? And
she looks forward to the day that she can cuss the ribbon on Lily's Pad. That is the name of the play space. It's going to be Lily's Pad. It's going to be play space
for kids to go and play.
For kids that have immunocompromised medical conditions and things like that.
So they can only be around other kids that have
immunocompromised systems. It's going to be located on Priest and Southern in Tempe. And it'll welcome kids that, she can relate to. It's going to be a hyper clean space for immunocompromised children. And once the space is completed, possibly by this June, the immunocompromised children and their families can play for up to 90 minutes at a time with a doctor's note and an appointment. So the children and their families will have to have a doctor's note and an appointment. They have to schedule an appointment to go play at Lily's Pad.
Man, it's tough, man.
And it's only for an hour and a half at a time.
Right.
That's all the time that you get at the place. Right. Because they want to make sure that they keep the place as clean and hyper clean as possible.
They can't be near any germs, anything.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, yeah, that's tough,
man. We had a comment earlier.
Oh yeah.
What was the comment?
David. He said the standard of schooling here in Dallas is great. The students have options here. Those moving to Dallas, I know, want to make great choice for their children here.
In Dallas?
For their children's education.
I'm surprised, David, because I would think a Republican-run state like Texas would be terrible, like Arizona. I'm gonna have to look into that, bro.
Arizona, The one thing I don't like about Arizona schooling is probably no driver's ed.
It's no driver's ed because they don't have any money.
Yeah.
They've taken away everything because they cut all the programs because no one is going to give it the money to run the program.
Illinois put money towards the schooling.
It's
ridiculous. Have the teachers.
Yeah. So they cut all those things, man, as much as they can because they want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Man, this, I don't know, man. I just wish these people understood when you throw the kids to the side, that's the future. These the kids that's gonna be committing crimes and shooting up everything.
And they're the ones supposed to be taking care of us later on down the road.
Right.
How can they take care of anything later on?
I don't get it, man.
David said he thought the same.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, David. We you know me, I gotta know. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Well, they are 33rd in education in Texas. So that's not horrible, but that's not great.
It's better than us.
It's definitely better than us because we are definitely horrible. We're in like 45th or something horrible. But Texas does rank 45th in the nation for overall child well-being, which is not great. But I don't know, man. I just don't like how Republicans like to run their education. If I would have knew about this before I moved here, I probably wouldn't have moved here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But to me, it was more about economic decisions than because I didn't have kids and I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah.
But now that I do, and you start thinking about the education and the placings, you're like, man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want my kid growing up in this crap. You know what I mean? And my high school education is better than some of these people college educations out here. Where I was out here with a high school education looking smarter than most of these cats, man.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
For real.
There's some classes.
We're fortunate.
There's classes I took in Illinois they don't have. Like I took like my freshman year, I took like senior writing.
And they don't have a lot of stuff.
I took but senior writing was based on typing and stuff.
Do you have to do they still make you do the government class? What was that?
Civics.
Mm-hmm.
I did civics. I did civics my freshman year.
That's in back home. But did they make you do it?
Because I was in a
No, it's not here.
Yeah,
I took.
I knew people don't do it here.
I was in a.
It's crazy.
They don't want you to learn.
I was in a program.
They don't want you to know the ins and outs.
Right.
You might get it. You might know.
You might go in there and know something.
I learned something around here.
Man, dog, they ridiculous.
I was in a program, but where I took classes with seniors,
mm-hmm.
and I had to learn the same things. You know what I'm saying? They were learning at the same time. So I took like senior writing in my freshman year, civics.
Yeah.
Like I learned like, man,
right. And that's what you're supposed to do.
I think I did a personal finance class in my freshman year.
Yeah. And that's teaching you, how to, you do those classes earlier. Mm-hmm. And then by the time you get to your junior year, you're ready for college courses, and you're not intimidated by these courses when you get there.
No,
it's just backwards.
Junior, senior year, you're supposed to be figuring out where you're going and what you
really
want to do. And you got that base already.
That's real, right. Man.
David said, but most kids are spoiled and they think they're grown already. But I tell some of them they're still not going to know what they're going to do in the real world after high school. There is more into what they don't know yet.
That's real.
Oh yeah.
We all think we know it all, man. We was the same way, bro.
Every one of us.
When I was 17, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. They told me every day, do not buy a Cadillac. You don't need a brand new car. You don't need that. You don't need this. I didn't listen to them, man. I did what I wanted to do.
That's right.
Because
that's right, Kimmy. You go ahead.
What?
She said she loved big men models.
Get out of here.
Hey,
how you talk about go ahead and Unc skinny? Unc anorexic.
That Cadillac was nice though.
Right.
whether you should have had it or not, it was nice.
Right.
We appreciate it. Thanks for having that Cadillac.
Y'all saw a dip down the street. Yeah, man.
Dog, they told me not to get that car, but I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do it anyway.
That's right.
And you did it.
Yeah, I sure did. I wish I'd have spent about $700 on a car.
Yeah.
And kept all my money.
Boy, $700 on a car nowadays
it would have been a piece of shit, but whatever.
A to B.
Right. And that's
not
who I was.
Might have had to do something to get back from B to A. Right. But A to B, you was good.
For real.
Find your little bucket.
Yeah, right. Man. I wish, but I just wasn't that type G, man. At that time, no.
Can't see me like that.
Nah, man. That's not who I was. So.
It was 7 below p.m.
Different mind state, different time, bro. Let's get into some sports, man. Run it.
Oh, my bad.
Habari Sports.
Habari Sports this week. We got I think she in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we got Durant out for the rest of the regular season, man.
Wait, he's out for the rest of the season?
The regular season.
Regular season.
They're going to reevaluate him in 2 to 3 weeks. Then say he'll be back from after that. Dog, this dude, I don't know, man. I said it yesterday. His feet too big, man. They too long, bro.
They too long.
Yeah, man.
Size 22.
They would have got a championship if it weren't for the feet.
Yep.
I don't know what size he wear, but like you said, he got size 22 foot, but he got size 11 ankles and calves, shins, legs. You know what I mean?
For real, man. His legs are so skinny, man. But dude, yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's looking like then the end of his career, he's gonna be seeing a lot of injuries. It happens when you start getting to that late 30s area. You know what I'm saying? It started happening.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. I'm just starting to get a
dude
look
hurt
out.
himself too.
Who?
I don't think people really, but Kuminga.
Who cares?
But he got hurt literally the same thing Kevin Durant just got hurt.
Did in the roll in the layup line.
How you get hurt in the layup line? Like, come on now. I understand, but at the same time, I don't.
It's tough, man, because we got some tough games coming up. We got Sacramento, who's playing well now.
They're good.
Yeah, they really good, man. Sabonis, we taking it to him down there, bro.
Man.
And then you got Fox is just quick as
he's
I don't
fast.
know what.
That left and
Man,
two lefties.
Fast.
Two lefties.
Right.
Because dude,
Monk, and I think he's lefty too.
He might be.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
And then man, he's been playing well, man. And then they had a rookie. They got a rookie that's
the Lakers
playing
been
well.
doing better too.
Oh, Murray,
Yep.
yeah, from Iowa, yeah, he's good.
So,
good.
Dude,
top
man.
3, 4, 5 pick.
Yeah, man. Sack got it going on, and you got to give it to Mike, the coach.
Mike Brown.
Brown.
That's right. I just seen he was coach of the month or something like that.
Man. He's definitely
good,
coach of the year, man.
I'm happy for him, man.
Me too.
I'm happy for him.
Me too.
Like he got a bad rap
He did.
with Cleveland, man. He
man.
didn't.
It's always somebody else's fault, man.
It
when
is,
it's LeBron, man.
Yeah, when it's LeBron,
somebody got to be the scapegoat. They just did it to Westbrook.
Yep, he went to Golden State, got a couple rings out there with Kerr. You know what I mean? I'm glad for Mike Brown, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, they got look. This is the best Sacramento's look since C. Webb and
20
Christie
years.
and
20 years,
what's my man name? Bibby.
Yeah,
you know
20 years, bro.
Yeah,
he's out here too.
Bibby?
Yeah.
Oh, he always out there.
You see him everywhere out here.
That's normal. Big
Not
muscle,
for me.
big muscle head, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's swole. He's super swole now.
Super swole.
Man, I
he
saw
look
him.
weird. He look weird.
I was at Central High School in downtown Phoenix, and there was a tournament down there.
Yeah.
And we were playing. School was playing in it back when it was during the summer.
Yeah.
And like I see just a group of people just hurdle up around the door. What's going on over there? I see this. All I see is some big buff dude. It was probably a normal size backpack,
right?
But the straps look little on his arm. I don't know why he was wearing that little backpack.
He what about 6 foot tall?
Yeah, he's
dumb swole. Yeah,
man, he's
like,
dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what he's
his
thinking
shoulders
about.
look like watermelons. Like, he came in there one shoulder at a time.
For real, man.
Whose shoulder is that?
Dude is big.
But right quick, man, back to KD, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like KD, obviously Hall of Famer,
definitely,
and I like Book. You know, he one of my favorite players, young players. You know, him, Tatum, and Ja.
Yeah.
But I knew when he got traded out here, you know, you can't. All 3 of these guys aren't going to stay healthy. You got Chris Paul, Book, and Book was injured when they traded him. You know, when they traded for KD, he hadn't even played. But I knew them 3 could not stay healthy the remainder of the year through playoffs, so on and so forth. I wish him all the best, obviously.
Right.
I like to see him get a championship out here, but
me too, man.
Man,
they
can't stay healthy.
What's people's pissed off about, especially people that come in my job? They're trading the young players for an old player.
Dog,
And
when you got
he's one of the greatest scorers.
But the thing is, bro, when you got a chance to win the championship, man,
you got to take that chance.
You got to take it, man.
They said,
got to.
David said, Draymond been being dirty on court. Draymond tried so hard to get a technical from Dylan Brooks.
Man, look, man, both of them dudes are clowns.
They are 100% clown show.
They just be on something personal.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks wants to be Draymond, I think, man. Or something. You know, what I mean, he would just want to get headlines, man. You know, win something.
The thing about this, is what I'm gonna say, Dylan Brooks. I don't like, bro. You gotta win a championship. Before
he's a good player. I like to have him.
You're great, but you gotta win a champ because Draymond was a big part of why they Golden State run. You know what I'm saying? They had to run. Like, you know what I mean? He put the defense on LeBron. You know,
it's competition though.
Sure.
You know that's how it is. Yeah. They don't like each other. It's all good.
They ain't supposed to like each other.
But Grizzlies, they need to stop talking so much and just get back to business.
Especially without Ja.
Man, it's not even without Ja. It's just
like
period.
Yeah.
Now y'all lost y'all star player now. Like,
as they say, doing too much, man.
They doing too much.
You know what
I mean? They just doing too much.
Go out there and win, man.
Just
they got a very talented team. They
win.
good. They are good.
Win some games. Bro.
Yep.
Ja out there talking about they ain't worried about the West.
Yeah, you are.
They're like, what?
You better be.
He talking about, he said some shit like he'll cook Michael Jordan. Like, dog, what? Man, what you cool out, bro? Like, Ja, I like the dude.
Man,
he good.
Anybody can say anything.
But man,
like, you can say what you want.
Man.
But we know, no, it's not happening.
Dog. Ja's tripping, man. That's the reason why he's sitting down, man.
Yeah,
he just getting too much of himself.
He young, man.
He need to sit down and gather.
Never heard of Gilbert Arenas.
Hey, but look, so on Ja, so I knew he was the truth. You know, he went to Murray State in Kentucky. So that's in Ohio Valley. Well, they were in Ohio Valley. Now they're in Missouri Valley. But they were in Ohio Valley and they played SIUE, which is SIU Edwardsville, right? He cooked them for 55. He put 55 on them, you know, and they don't do that in college, man.
Nah,
wasn't
nobody hitting no 55 points.
That's
usually the score.
Hey, there might have been 56 points in the whole game.
Wow,
he had 55 of them.
Was it one of our cousins, the head coach?
Yeah, John Harris.
Yeah, John's coaching.
John was the coach. Dope. Yeah, he's out now.
Yeah.
They kicked him to the curb. He gave him 4 seasons. It is, man. And
it's hard.
I didn't know. Speaking of, like, now we on basketball, but they were talking about Mizzou. Okay, so they had a really good season. They had 24 wins.
Yeah,
they got a kid named Kobe Brown on their squad. I mean, he does his thing, right? I didn't know that they fired Konzo. I thought he was still their coach.
Nah, yeah, Konzo.
I had no clue.
Yeah,
I had no clue.
St. Louis gone.
Yeah.
Hey, East St. Louis going to state
too. You know, I root for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
East St. Louis going to state.
Oh yeah, every year. You know what I
mean? They because one of my boys is on the team. I think he hit the game winning shot. My guy Nico. And it was like literally like less than a second, and he just like threw it up, and it went in.
East St. going to state in basketball is going to be harder than football.
Oh yeah,
they get it done in football, but it's going to be a little harder in hoop. Because Chicago teams,
O'Fallon's been hooping too.
Yeah, O'Fallon's good.
Chicago teams are good, man. When it comes to hooping, man.
Absolutely.
You know, you got what?
I think O'Fallon's
got them powerhouses in Chicago, man. Simeon and all them guys.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And I remember in high school they came down and smopped us up.
Chicago Kings.
Yep, Chicago Kings.
They look like kings too.
Right.
They was big as kings.
They had 2 7-footers.
100% they did.
Like man, this boy down there dunking.
O'Fallon got the boys and girls basketball. Like boys and girls basketball is going to state.
O'Fallon?
Yeah.
Really?
O'Fallon?
Yeah, they go up there and get washed, man.
I mean, they're going to get washed, but they've been hooping during the regular season.
They can beat these guys around here. They go up there and get washed. Man.
I saw SIUE college team has a decent record this year.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, man. Are they going to make it to the tournament? Good. Anybody know?
No.
They probably going to be in the NIT or something.
Yeah. That's a major step for them.
Yeah, though.
You know, major step.
For real.
And you know who was on their squad, right?
Who?
Remember my man, Lorenzen Wright?
Yeah.
Remember he got killed and all that? His wife and all that killed him? His twin boys was on the SIUE squad. 100%.
From Memphis, huh?
Yep, from Memphis. Yeah.
Dang.
The boys on the squad. I don't know if they're still on the team, but I know they spent 2-3 years on the SIUE squad.
Hey, man. I'm looking at their team. I'm seeing a lot of cats from
they all over the place, yeah.
Collinsville.
Got to.
They getting a lot of kids from the area, man, and grabbing them up.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
My cousin actually goes to Mizzou now. He just got. I want to give him a shout out for that. My cousin just got in Mizzou.
Where you going? He got a scholarship.
I think so.
Okay.
No, wait, no. He doesn't play like he's just smart. Like he does for engineering.
Okay, for sure.
Oh right. Yeah.
Michelle's
dope.
son,
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, my cousin DJ.
That's big. That's huge.
Yep, he got a Mizzou. He called me the other day, and yeah, he's excited.
Yeah,
he was like, it's hard, but you know what I'm saying?
Man.
He got into it.
Nothing worth.
Both her sons are like going. Like Michael was in the Special Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
I think for track. He was. I think he was doing hurdles.
Okay.
He was doing. He went to Athens, I think.
Well, that shows you can do the same thing.
Yeah, man, you can do.
I can't run, but I'll do.
Well, I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about you can do big things too.
Yeah, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
You're seeing others doing that, and you can definitely follow that. So I don't know, man. Hopefully the Suns can keep up a good keep winning going without KD. Like I said, we got some tough games. One with Golden State, a couple with Sac. We got a couple other hard games coming up.
Steph's back.
Yeah, he's playing well, but they still getting that. They still can't. They just
man.
It's
just like, bro, man. I can tell he help me.
You know what I think it is?
He's like, help me.
I think Jordan Poole is a problem.
He does too much.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
He does way too much.
I just think that dude is.
When the last time you seen like other than like when the last time you seen like Steph really get pissed on court?
He's better than he really is, and I think
because he had that one good season.
Yeah,
and one good season.
I think he thinks he adds to what's going on more than he really does, and I think that's the fight that they having with Draymond. Like, dog, you need
Draymond telling him what's up.
Hey, dog, you need to bring it down a level.
You really ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't.
That's why he got punched in the face.
Right. I think dude is the problem because the other day
Draymond's a bully.
He is,
tried to bully
but
guy.
He's still trying to do. He know how to play the right way and play team ball and get it done. This dude, he's got one good year and he's like, I'm the man. I do what I want to out here, and I really think that's what's going on.
Like my dad told my nephew a bunch of times, you're not Stephen Curry, but he used some expletives in there. You know what I mean?
That's what Unc tells me.
You're not Stephen Curry, man.
Stop it.
Stop. You got to have the right attitude and everything.
That's right, man.
But the thing about Steph Curry, you don't see him like bragging, and you don't see him going online, and you know what I'm saying.
He's a real humble dude. Humble dude. He let his jump shot to talk for him,
and it write essays like,
and and all these people want to do all this talking, but they don't want to put in the work. These cats live in the gym, man.
He was in there
for
since
real.
He was young.
You might be good, but you might be good at this level.
Like his dad was
about here.
That's a whole nother level.
His dad was a great shooter too, so that's where I'm sure you guys. And
that's what I was talking about all the other day too. Cats that are better than their fathers, who's in NBA.
Yeah, we were talking. We showed you talking about
and
that.
I'm like, man,
like,
Steph and Clay.
Yeah.
Steph and Clay better than they pops.
Yep.
Do you think Seth is better than that?
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, Seth better than his dad.
He's better all around. Yeah.
I think he's about what his dad was.
Yeah.
I think they about even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about
his dad? Might have been a better shooter though, for real.
Yeah.
Dale could shoot, man.
Yeah, I know he wasn't.
He could light it up.
He lighted up.
He could light it up. I don't
think he had that size.
Like
Neither
that.
one of them had that size he had. He was 6'5", 6'6". Neither one of them got that size.
No. Kobe's dad played in the NBA, didn't?
Yeah, Kobe better than his old man.
Yeah,
he's way better.
Yeah.
No question.
He was
buried
at the
He had to go over to Europe to play. You know what I'm saying?
Kobe was like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, man. No, he was way better than his pops. And with Jaren Jackson, he's better than his pops.
Who was his pops? Oh, well, obviously Jaren Jackson.
Dude from San Antonio. I think his name was Darren. Was it Darren? He played with San Antonio back
he's a junior.
in the 99.
He's a junior. Jaren Jackson is.
No, he plays for Memphis.
Yeah,
Jaren Jackson Jr.
He's a junior.
Junior, right.
So he
yeah.
Okay,
my bad. He's a junior, right.
Yeah.
So he played with San Antonio back in the day.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, man. He was a shooter too.
Somebody just told LeBron that he played with his dad on his first game. I forgot who it was.
You see LeBron said his son better than the cats in the league.
Yeah, you
right
told
now?
me about that.
Man, get out. Dog, he's his son. I don't know, man, but his son has a lot on his shoulders, man.
Yeah.
And I
he
just
can't live up to it,
man,
man. No matter what,
tough,
even if he was better than some players he's watching on League Pass, he'll never live up to the name LeBron James Jr. Man,
and he got a lot of pressure on him, and his old man putting even more pressure on him. I know he's trying to do the best for his son, but dog, he's putting a lot of pressure on that kid right now, man. Even that tweet, just saying, "Oh, my kid is better than these cats I'm watching in the NBA right now." That's like trying to say, "Hey, you need to take him number 1 or number 2, or
you trying to get him in that top 10."
Like, dog, man, I don't know if that kid is that good yet. And I've heard other people, NBA analysts, say the same thing. Like the kid is not that good yet, man.
So I just seen something online where he just got cooked by this kid, Caleb Carter.
Right.
You see that?
Mm-mm.
So there's a kid. So they just played, whatever the championship or playoffs were in California, Sierra Canyon,
Mm-hmm.
and they played the school Notre Dame. Well, this kid, Caleb Carter,
Mm-hmm.
cooked him. You know what I mean? 25, 27, whatever it was. But that's the second time that
he cooked him.
He cooked him big time, like a steak. You know what I mean? He filleted him. Filet mignon. Like Jack say, barbecue chicken.
I found a couple players actually that played in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
What is like their pops? Manute Bol.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker.
Is he better than his pops?
I don't know.
Hell no. Manute was better than him, man.
Way more.
Yeah, man.
Actually, Mike Bibby was better than his pops.
Yeah,
you going way back.
I don't know, man. Henry Bibby was good.
He was good. He won a championship, didn't he?
Yeah, Henry Bibby was on that. I think he was on that 76ers team.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was on. Wait, yeah, he played for the Knicks.
Yeah, and he played with the 76ers team too. With Dr. J now.
Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Jalen way better.
Yeah, he cooking his pops.
Yeah.
He cooked.
Rick was a straight role player.
Yeah,
and he didn't have much of a role.
No, he doesn't.
Greg Anthony and Cole Anthony. I'll say Greg Anthony.
Nah, man. Cole better than him, man.
Cole, he's way more athletic.
And he's starting.
Yeah, he's
Greg
way
didn't
more
do
athletic.
Much starting in his career.
No, Greg was good though.
He was cool.
He's another lefty.
Yeah, and he came off the bench. He hit some jumpers and played some good.
He was a good player,
but he was definitely a 6-man role.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Charles Claxton and Nick Claxton.
Claxton. That's from the Nets.
Yeah, I didn't know he played. I didn't know the Claxton.
I never heard of him.
Me either.
I see a lot of.
But like speaking of these guys, they the number one senior in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
Who?
DeJuan Wagner's son.
Really?
Guaranteed. Oh yeah, he's going to Kentucky.
Wow.
Number one kid in the country right now. Yep.
Oh, what about Tim Hardaway? Oh well, Tim Hardaway is better than Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway is better than Tim Jr.
Junior
just don't.
He's bigger.
Yeah, he's bigger, but Tim is just.
He was good, man.
Yeah, he was good.
Killer crossover. He was good. Look, hold on, stop. He's in the Hall of Fame. So in the conversation right there.
There you go, man.
I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Tim ain't good.
Obviously, Scottie Pippen was better.
No, he can get a ticket. He can get in.
Yeah.
like me and you.
Obviously, Scottie Pippen is better than Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah.
What about Larry Nance and Larry Nance Jr.?
I'm gonna say Pops. I'm gonna say Pops is better.
Yeah, he was good, man.
Yeah,
he
man.
was.
There's a lot of there's Jalen Rose and Jimmy Walker.
I'm not hip on Jimmy Walker.
Me either.
I don't know who that is either. I just see
Jalen was good though. Damn, all these lefties we're talking about right
now. Yeah, a whole lot of them.
Bill Walton. Well, of course, Bill Walton better.
Bill Walton's better than his son.
Just couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Wait, did his son does he have a ring?
He should with the Lakers.
He played with the Lakers. He got like 3 or 4.
Yeah, he should have a ring or 2.
He got all of them.
Andrew Wiggins' dad played?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously Andrew Wiggins better, but
yeah, he better than his pops.
Kevin Love dad played. Oh my! I didn't know that.
He must have just a couple.
Pete Maravich dad.
They never talked about that. They always talk about how he's one of the Beach Boys' nephew or whatever.
Ken and them.
They never talk about his pops playing.
Okay, so this Harvey Grant.
Oh yeah, but Horace.
His family, the family just.
All the
I don't know.
But Jeremiah Grant.
He is the most.
He's probably the best player.
But Ho Grant is still the
Horace
best
Grant,
out of them.
Yeah.
But I think
Patrick Ewing's
the young one. He is the most athletic. He's the best all around player out of all of the Grants.
Is that the one that's in Detroit or Portland?
Where's he at? He's in Portland.
Yeah.
He's in Portland. I think he's the best because he can shoot.
He's good.
He's faster than all of them. He's more athletic than all of them.
He's not as big.
Rick Barry.
Some guys 6'10".
Rick Barry has 3 sons that played.
Yeah. All his sons played. But he still bet he better than all his sons.
Who we got? John.
Melvin Booker and Devin Booker. John, Brent, and Drew.
Yeah, Brent and then Drew. Drew was the worst one.
Right.
The dude that won the slump count. Brent was the one that won the
Brent. Okay, that's right. I remember him.
Yeah. So he was the second best. Yeah. But Pops was better than both.
Yeah. No,
Pops was a killer.
Again. Let's just stop this. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Right.
Pops was a killer.
Who's David Vaughn Jr.?
I don't know.
I've never heard of him. There's a lot of people actually.
Yeah, it is.
Gary Trent Jr.
So let's get into some. Let's go into some cartoons. The comic book
cartoons.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by...
But let's talk about some comic books, man. This week we got The Mandalorian, new episode. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but it was a really good episode, man. We got to see the little green dude talk a little bit. What is it, Grogu?
Gorgu.
I don't know.
Gorgo.
I don't know how to pronounce the damn name.
Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda Jr. But anyway,
Little Yoda.
He I thought it was pretty dope to see him use the Force a little bit more. You know what I mean?
That was dope.
Cool. And Mandalorian is always good. Yeah, and he's starting to drop a little words. So we don't want to tell you too much about it. Go check it out. But it was a pretty good episode. Last week on Last of Us was also pretty dope. We thought that it was pretty cool to see Ellie save herself in this situation to show how tough she is. You thought you was gonna see Joel come in and save her, but never happened, man. She had to take them dudes out herself, which was a pretty crazy, gory scene, man. It was pretty good, man. Check that out.
I'm gonna say real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give real quick, and Devin can help me with this because he's seen it too. Mm-hmm. Man, I love Creed. I don't care, man. That movie was great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. Let me rephrase this. It wasn't a great movie, but
right. You already said it too late.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. It's just
so what you give
the story. I'll give it about 7.5.
7.5 out of 10.
That's fair. Okay. Close.
Right.
I don't. Yeah, 7.5. All
right.
It's just the fact. It's the fact. It's like there is a plot twist. You're like, oh.
But this the last one, right?
I think they might do a spinoff.
Did they ended? Did you feel like they ended it in a way that's like, all right?
Actually, it is the last one. It is the last one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the last one.
It got to be the last one.
It's the Rocky franchise, man.
Right.
Come on, it's never over.
They gonna do something. This is be Creed.
I think
like I said, Jimmy and I, we both seen the movie, and we didn't talk about this, but I can tell how they're setting up
for
the future.
So what they gonna do?
I think they're gonna do
exactly what they did at the end of Rocky. They set you up for it to come back and be Creed.
Yes,
and then the next portion of the franchise is gonna be Creed's son.
You've seen the movie without seeing the movie,
right?
Exactly. But instead of a son, it's a daughter.
Bingo.
How she? Oh, they're still gonna have girls boxing.
Because this what I'm gonna say. This what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
There you go. That's I done told you how.
I think she's gonna be in a special type of boxing because.
No,
they're gonna have it just like Rocky.
No, what they're gonna do? Because so look, y'all haven't seen the movie, but she's deaf.
Oh,
because in the first movie,
now that I will give them, that was cold.
Yeah,
it was cold. Like the girl was deaf, and like they signed throughout the movie. That shit was love. I like that a lot. You don't see that. You don't see that in major movie. You don't see that in any movie, let alone a major production.
Right.
So
but she's finally his old lady. She finally lost her hearing.
No, she can still hear.
She can still, but she's losing
it. But the daughter's
born deaf.
In the movie, and they were talking about how she stopped singing. His old lady stopped singing.
Yeah, she don't perform anymore.
She produces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she can like keep the hearing that she still has. You know what I mean? But like the little girl is a fighter. Like
right. Yeah.
Like
they definitely setting it up for her to take it on.
Yeah.
But I was doing the math on Creed because I happened to watch
the first one,
Rocky 4.
Which one was that?
It doesn't add up.
The math don't add up.
Yeah, I was talking on the other day. The math does not add up.
It does not add up.
Because in this movie, he was what, 30? Probably 30 years old.
Creed?
Yeah, Creed.
Okay.
He's like 30 years old.
40, man. He's supposed to be washed up. You know what I'm saying? That movie was at 85. They met 88. It was something like that. Like, dude's supposed to be way older than that.
Yeah, that's the one he died at. Yep, 85.
Yeah, 85. I'm like, dude's supposed to be old as hell. Mm-hmm. He had to be born before that fight in 85.
Yeah.
So he had to be born in like 84.
At least, right. At the earliest.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Saying. So I'm like, the math is all off. It's all good, but
yeah.
They fucked that up.
Looking at it, like, for real.
Yeah, dude, supposed to be old as hell. But what we got? We talk about Marvel, man. It looks like this year is they're moving everything back. So anything that you thought that you was gonna see this year, plan to see it next year because they pushing everything back, man. Marvel is looking at their stuff and saying,
why?
Well, it's been a lot of complaining about the CGI and
the
editing, and they're pushing shit out too fast, and they're not keeping everything.
Taking their time.
They're not taking the time to make sure that everything is great.
But I mean, it's only given the fact that there's only a few editors that work the CGI that are in the industry. That's a big major part because prior to them pushing everything back, these editors and CGI people they working
complaining about the work how much they doing.
Workload.
Right.
Yeah. They like it's too much work. And when that start happening, then you already know you had it done the wrong work.
Right.
So real quick, I just looked it up, and it says that Adonis Creed was born in 1986. So
it doesn't.
And the Creed movie, the first one, he was pushing 30.
Okay.
And but that doesn't add up.
That doesn't add up, bro.
Maybe Moms was pregnant. Moms was pregnant.
But in the third movie,
he was pregnant.
That's the only way.
That could be the only way. She had to have been pregnant.
Yeah. In the third movie, it said like in 2002 he was like 14.
Nah, he was young. He was young as hell in that movie because they showed him as a little kid.
Yeah,
he was 14 in 2002. Then it said 15 years later he retired. So that would be 30.
That's pushing 32.
30. He's right there. Then then it was like 3 years after that.
So, but I do have a question about. So Felicia Rashad, right? Is that his grandma or his mama?
That's his mom. No, that's his
grandma.
No,
she was a step parent.
Yeah. So this what happened. I understand. I fully understand this.
I couldn't get it off the first movie. I was confused.
That wasn't his mother. His mother. I don't know what happened to his mother.
Is she playing the lady that Creed was with
in
the first?
Yeah,
she adopted him.
For sure, she's playing his adoptive mother.
Yeah, she found him, then adopted him because she found him in a facility, like in a
Yeah, but
he explained it like somebody in his family. He had no family. His mama died or something like that, and then he was bouncing around foster care to foster care, and then somebody that was related to him and his family figured out who he was, and then she went and got him.
I thought she was the girlfriend of Creed, though. That's why I'm so confused.
I think she ends up being. I think he explained it to us like he's her step something. Like she's related to him in some way.
Okay, this one's okay.
Because they made it seem like she had a relationship with Creed, with Apollo.
She did.
You know what I mean?
She was married to Apollo.
That's what I thought.
But
she's playing that girl back in the day that Apollo was married to.
I'm gonna give it a quick.
You remember the girl?
Okay,
yeah,
the little light skinned girl.
She was kind of,
but just not the mother though.
So the mother last name was Johnson.
Okay,
that's why he didn't want the last name Creed.
That's why he didn't play under Creed at first.
Exactly. So he got into. I guess his mama died, and in the third movie, you remember he was saying he bounced around from home to home.
Yeah,
with Damien.
Yeah.
Then when Damien got locked up, he was found.
Well, yeah, I remember all that.
No, actually, no.
He explained that in the first movie, though.
Yeah, that was in the first movie.
He was found actually before Damien got locked up. If you remember that, then it's confusing.
I was just wondering about.
But that is not his mama.
Let's take a quick break, G, and let's get back.
Come back with
and play the game real fast.
Hot mess in the game.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hold on, my phone. I got it.
What's your name?
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Aisha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment. A race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly. HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us. HabariEntertainment.com.
Just send it to him. We all right. Let's get into hot mess real fast. Run that.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Aisha Rowan. Sponsored by
One.
All right. So this week's hot mess, according to TMZ, documents that they obtained is Tiger Woods' ex-old lady, Erica Herman. Even though Tiger Woods and Erica broke up last fall, the then couple had been living together in his Hope Sound, Florida home for 6 years. During which time she says she performed valuable services for Tiger in exchange for living there rent-free.
She better.
Right. She better.
The valuable services better be.
But the crazy part is she thought those valuable services supposed to keep her in the
house.
And she's not even giving up those services anymore.
Right.
That's crazy.
How you not gonna give up valuable services to stay somewhere rent-free?
And we know Tiger ain't got no problem getting them services rendered.
You know
right.
I mean? He can find somebody to service him.
Right. None.
Tiger Woods.
He about to go to the next shop.
That's crazy though. But that's definitely something.
To the next Applebee's.
Could you imagine a man doing that?
He finna go to the next Applebee's.
Dude, these are the things that men cannot do. Like, we can't be like, hey, I gave you some services, girl. I ain't paying no rent. like it don't exist with us. Like, we don't have these options. You know what I'm saying?
Steve Harvey said one time where when he was homeless and everything, broke in his car, he said that's when he was the best.
She joined.
Okay.
He was the best at, shall we say, services.
Right.
Because he had to
rendering
be.
services.
He had to be. He did because he could sleep with them. He had to sleep in his car.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he had to be good at services back then.
Oh man, let's bring on in. I guess.
All right.
She's gonna play the game with us real fast.
But yeah, Erica Herman did admit that she did not have it in writing, but referred to an oral tenancy agreement, which was supposed to last 5 more years after their split.
Come on, man. You said it, not me.
Right. Oh man, we know what was going on.
She additionally claimed that Tiger's people convinced her to pack a suitcase last fall for a short vacation. And upon arrival at our airport, they told her, they changed the locks and she wasn't allowed to go back. She said additionally that Tiger's lawyers even met her at the airport with a proposal to resolve any outstanding issue between the two, and claimed that they confiscated more than $40,000 in cash she had at the house, and accused her of doing something shady to get the $40,000 that she had. Yeah,
she did something shady.
Of course she
did. You was living there rent free.
That's crazy, man.
All them years. In a response to the lawsuit, Tiger's lawyers denies that there was ever any oral agreement about her living in the home.
Right.
Instead, the team insists that she was only there as his girlfriend.
She got to have some proof. You're gonna have to have a voice recording.
What's she trying
She's trying to live in the house,
and
she
wants $30 million.
And she wants for having to move out and having to get a new place. I guess she's saying she wants money for that.
She wants money
she was supposed to be able to stay there.
Well, they're not married or anything,
right?
Like, I mean,
it's the first thing
no oral contract. Like,
you're gonna have to.
Now she is a tenant,
right?
Additionally, Erica is asking the judge to declare the non-disclosure agreement unenforceable.
I don't see that happening.
No.
She said that federal law allows her to speak out in cases involving sexual misconduct or harassment, but has not specified what Tiger has allegedly done.
Poor Tiger.
Man.
You can't catch a break, can he?
Can't catch a break.
Not to, is this a white lady?
She is a white lady.
Woman, right?
Let's just go ahead and give it that.
Right. We're going to assume it's a white woman.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, he ain't learned his lesson.
Has not.
Apparently not.
This boy ain't learned his lesson.
No, he did not.
Tiger, come on, man.
All right,
we can go ahead and hop into the game. Jimmy, I don't know if you can bring it in over
we've
there.
Been talking about. I was trying to bring her in for a minute, but I think she went back away.
I saw her. I was talking about the game.
Oh, you can't do both of them.
I can't.
You want to talk to her real quick?
We sent the link too early. Go ahead, bring on. She's not. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing there?
I'm great, thank you.
I have laughter going. That's supposed to be. Anyway, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm in a little crunch, but
I want to make sure I have your name correct. Is MU,
Miu
right?
Haiti.
MU. There you go. What I was gonna say is I was gonna mess it up.
You was gonna mess it
I
up.
was gonna mess it up bad. But thank you for joining you. And it's Haiti, right? Or is it
Yeah.
different? Okay, there you go. So now you are a R&B singer, right?
I not per se. I mix genres. I like to do what I feel like doing.
Mhm.
What the inspiration is telling me to do.
Oh,
So this new song is "This Love" is mainly towards R&B,
okay.
but I dabble in hip hop and I mix things up.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Haiti. I'm based in New Jersey now.
Wow. Okay. From Haiti. How long have you been here?
It's been 5 years now.
Wow,
I'm
5
pretty
years.
new.
So you really grew up in Haiti, huh?
I did, yes.
Wow. That is dope. So how has it been coming here? What has been some of the changes? And I'm figuring where did you was on the East Coast originally and you moved to the West, or did you come to the West Coast originally?
Um, Originally, I was in the South. I move
Okay.
around a lot. I was
Yeah.
touring with a band, so we went all around the U.S.
Okay.
and I'm finally settling down here in Jersey.
Oh, you're in Jersey.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wow. I just forget about that. We're doing the virtual. Jersey. So now you got a new single that you have out. Tell us a little
Yes,
bit
is
about the
this
single
love?
and tell us a little bit about the single and how did you come up with the idea and tell us about it.
Um, it's the whole idea is to I wanted to make a song that talk about the confusing state of trying to figure out if you're in love or not.
Mhm.
So I feel like there wasn't a song like that out there, and I went through a lot to that a lot,
Mhm.
and I wanted to have a song for that,
Yeah.
like the description of the state of mind of trying to figure out if this is a friendship or is this more.
Right. Right. And that's something that's a big deal to especially for relationships when you're trying to figure out exactly where you stand in the
Yeah.
relationship. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard place to see exactly where this other person is at and you're trying to see exactly where you can where you're moving because that first day you have all these dreams, everything's going to be perfect, but you have to make sure everybody's going to be on the same page. So,
Yeah.
And, lines get blurred too.
definitely.
Because you
Definitely.
go into it thinking one thing, and
Mhm.
people's feelings get involved, and
Right, 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 and things change
yeah,
fast,
they do,
man.
they do.
Yep, and you never know what someone else is on.
Mhm.
That's true.
So it's a good question. Is this love? And
But it can
Yeah.
also be said too for relationships that have been long-term relationships too,
mhm,
because like
mhm.
I remember Michelle Obama had made mention at one point that she didn't love Obama, and
At
at one
first,
point,
right,
and she was just like,
right. You got to
like,
build that.
right,
Mhm.
like you have to get back to that point with
Yeah.
that person
Yeah, yeah,
once you
yeah.
fall out of love
Yeah,
with
it's
that
a,
person.
It's
takes work.
definitely takes work, and it's always work. It's gonna you have to keep working on your relationship. It's
Yeah.
not something that you can just put in a drawer and think that it's going to be perfect next time you go back to it.
Right.
Cruise control.
Yeah, man, you can't do that.
No, it'll be done.
So when did you start making music? How old were you when you started making music out there?
I feel like I've always been in music. I grew
Mhm.
up in a household where my dad is a sax player and he plays in many bands. He
Wow.
hosts rehearsals at home sometimes. I go to studio sessions with him sometimes. So I grew up around music and we listen to all types of music at home. So it's always been there.
Mhm.
I feel like in my teen years, that's when I started to really being serious about it.
Right.
Um, I was um, I was a petite model for a local um, designer, fashion
Okay.
designer, and that's how I started to meet artists. And I feel like that's how I realized that um, this is the lifestyle I want. This is the life
Mhm.
I want. And yeah, my friend at that time was event event manager,
Yeah.
event creator, and he literally convinced me to participate in a songwriting contest. And then we went on the road. Like, I was on the road with artists that I looked up to. So from there on, I was like, this is the life. I'm not going back.
Right. Right. That's and you were young. I mean, that's a young time to make that decision to say, hey, I'm gonna move
Yeah.
forward with music. So how did you get in with MEI? What was your road to get into with the record label?
Um, I'm still independent. I work
Okay.
with different teams, and I have a
Okay.
good management team at Perfect Storm Management Group.
Okay.
So I like to collab with people in the industry, and
Mm.
help each other out. You know.
Definitely. That's what we're all here for, to help each other out. And I love the song. I really love the feeling.
I'm glad
And,
you do.
yeah, it's a really, really dope song. I really like it. We ran an article on her, right?
Hmm.
So if you go to our website, habarientertainment.com, we have a nice article about the young lady and what she's doing. You can hear the song there and check the track out. Check out
The video.
the video also, which is connected to the article. Check it out. Read up on her. She's a very amazing lady. She's doing a lot of big things. So you're a professional artist and everything. How did
Yes.
you figure out your process for writing, or what is your songwriting style? You would call your style.
I don't have a specific style.
Mhm.
When I started, I was writing poetry.
Okay.
Um, so when I started, I had the help of I did a songwriting session with a songwriter who had experience, and
Right.
I saw how he created, and that's how I was like, oh, this is easy. I can do that.
Right.
So so he's a beat maker, so he would his name is Eddie Wonder. He would start with a beat and he would create on it. He was like, find the melody, then find the lyrics. And that's how it started. So I was like,
Mhm.
okay, if I got a beat, I can create a melody. And then melodies started to come with or without beats.
Right.
And then
Crazy.
I recently learned guitar, so I would just play around with my guitar and find stuff.
You learn guitar on your own?
Yeah.
Girl, wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. I mean,
And her acoustics.
man, and you really can play.
Yeah, acoustic.
Yeah, man, you can play, and I mean, you're just musically talented, huh? Can you
Thank
play
you.
any other instruments besides the guitar?
For now, only guitar.
Yeah. Hey, that's big, because these cats can't play nothing nowadays. You know, nothing. And I love to see people who can actually play the instruments, man, because it's so much of a lost art that we're so dependent on electronics.
Hmm.
We're so dependent on electricity and all
Other
these
than Alicia
beats.
Keys,
Yeah, man.
who plays an actual instrument?
Well, at least no one really. No one actually sits down at the piano
Right.
anymore and plays
She's
music.
She's one
unicorn.
of she's the
Right.
she really is truly a
Yeah.
unicorn in
man.
that sense.
But it's
She's the
just
only artist that's mainstream that plays.
yeah. But there's like Lady Gaga. She can really sing and she can play a million instruments. But
Prince could.
people don't want to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
So she put
Yeah,
out
Prince
what the
could
people want to
too.
do, what want to see,
Yeah.
and it's sad. But we love what you're doing. We have a question from our audience, David. He wants to ask, what exactly inspired you to make music?
Sorry.
He was asking, one of our viewers are asking, what inspired you to make music?
What inspires me? I'm inspired actually by everything.
Mhm.
Everything. What happens in my life, what happens in my friend's life,
Mhm.
my relationship with my family, um, or like anything. It can be. I wrote a song because I saw a bird fly.
Yeah.
That was a whole joke in the studio when I was recording it.
Man.
So it can be anything.
Right. So yeah, I mean, that's amazing to just see birds flying and just because it's and people don't understand the mental places you have to take yourself to when you're trying to write a song. You want to try to get into a place where you're kind of putting people, you can say the words and it takes people to this place where you are at mentally when you wrote these words, and you're trying to take them there and portray that story to them so they can see what you were seeing at that time. And it's so difficult because what you do, especially as a songwriter, is just you're just trying to bring that picture to them. And I think that you do a pretty good job of doing that with the songs that I've heard from your repertoire.
Thank you. Thank
We really love what you're doing over here. We like your style and everything. I think what he had, did David have another question?
Yeah, he asked, what kind of artist do you classify yourself as?
What kind of artist do you classify yourself as? You say you're not R&B. You say you're like you pretty much let the music take you where you want to go. So
Mhm.
what kind of artist would you say? Would you say you're a pop artist, or would you say you're more of a soul?
I identify more as a pop artist
Okay,
because you see how pop it can be anything right now.
definitely. Yep,
It has Caribbean music infused in
definitely.
it.
Yep.
It has like African music infused
Hmm.
in it.
Yep.
Like it can be anything,
Yep.
and
And
and it's
I'm loving it.
beautiful. I like that.
Yep, I'm loving the African and Caribbean beats that's coming up now. The African beats are just so amazing. I love that whole sound that they're using nowadays. I think that's really amazing sound. It's gonna be around for a little while.
Oh yeah.
I just like that we're trying to go outside the box and use that Caribbean sound and try to do something different because it's been so stagnant for so long with music. We've been using the same tools and auto tune for 20
Well,
years.
you say it's been around, it's just not coming around here, but it's been in Africa and the
Right,
islands
right,
forever.
definitely,
We're just
forever.
getting hip on it up
Right,
here just now.
definitely, definitely,
I got a question for
definitely.
her. What were you since being a Haitian artist? What are some of your inspirations from the states? Like, was there anybody you listened to in the states as coming up?
Um, hmm, my first inspiration was Michael Jackson. Of course, I'm sure
Oh,
he's the first choice for a
Mhm.
lot of people.
mhm.
Um, from the States. Yeah, he was the first.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Then,
Okay.
like, I can't really name people because I listen to everyone
Okay.
right.
and I like everyone like who gets all the like that I hear about. Um, I'd say Rihanna is a good role model for me because she's from the Caribbean and
Yeah,
she's
Absolutely.
exactly what I want to do
yeah,
musically, like hopping from dancehall to reggae to
mhm.
pop
Yeah,
to like dance music to
yeah.
like that's me.
She
So
is
like I
she
connect
is
to her.
amazing.
She is. She's great.
She is amazing, and if you can do a quarter of what she does, you will be very successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very
This lady is
very satisfied.
she's a billionaire.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? So, coming from Haiti, what kind of support do you get from the island? Do you get support from the other side of the island? I know the Dominicans don't do too much supporting of the Haiti people, but do you get support from back home and from the island from home?
Um, I am I am very like I got support from my people. Like
Mhm.
they're always there with me. Like but like Haiti and DR we're not really well connected musically, like
Okay,
culture wise.
really?
It's not we're not really connected. I don't know if it's because we much more like we have French heritage, they have Spanish heritage. We
Right.
are more connected to Martinique, Guadeloupe,
Mhm.
like French Guyana,
Yeah.
Hey,
um,
The French freedom
music,
fighters. The freedom
culturally.
fighters, right, the
Versailles.
people
Yeah.
who
Just mentioned that.
freed
We listen
Haiti.
to their music, they listen to the to ours. Like it's much more of a fruitful exchange, and our artists play in their country and their artists
Mhm.
play in ours, but
Really?
we don't have that relationship with the DR.
That is crazy. So, if you would go back home and you do a show, they would invite you to the DR to do shows and things like that, and you wouldn't have any issues?
if I would go back home for a
Yeah, you
show.
go to the Dominican Republic, they would ask you to do shows. You could do shows. People from Haiti go over there back and forth. It's all cool.
I don't know about that. I've
Mm,
never tried that.
wow,
I've never tried that.
wow. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to just get a little bit of information on the culture because you're on the outside looking in, and I've never understood the 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 whole thing with the island. I just don't get it. I'm not from there, so I wanted to get a little information from someone who has lived there. Um, do you say you don't the people don't go to the Dominican Republic much, or do you just everybody just stay in your side and?
I mean, they travel. We travel back and forth.
Mhm.
Um, but musically, in terms of the music business,
Right.
there's not much. Like when I hear people going on tour, DR is not one of the spot that they talk
Wow.
about. You know.
That's interesting. It's just really sad because the islands. It should be more togetherness on the island there. You know what I mean? It's two people we're all the same skin color. I just don't understand it. But I want to
I'm
get there
I'm
one
pretty
day.
sure it's the language because
You think it's
we
the language
more
barriers?
well, yeah, because we're
Yeah.
more like we speak Creole and French. So the other islands that speak Creole and French are more
Mhm.
connected to us than the DR that speak where they speak Spanish. Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Most definitely. And you guys you have more of I think you guys connect more with your Afro Caribbean, I mean your Afro
Yeah.
roots they're more about their Spanish roots than you guys. You're more about the African roots, which is
Yeah.
why we love Haiti.
Facts.
That's why we love Haiti on the real. Hey, we love what you're doing. Tell the people a little bit about how to get your music, how to contact you if they want to contact you and get you over in Phoenix, because we're in Phoenix, right? So we're gonna have
Awesome.
people here. We may want to get you to come to Phoenix and see you here. You know what I mean? Because I think you're that
I'd
great
love
that
to.
people get you out here. So let people know how to find you online and everything, and a little bit more about yourself.
So you can find me on my website, miuhaiti.com, and you will find everything there. And I am on all social media at Miu Haiti, Miuhaiti. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. It's still Miu Haiti, Miuhaiti. And check out the new song, Is This Love? It's out now with a music video. Amazing group of people work to make this project possible.
Mhm.
Thanks to the art director Ralph Leroy and Storm, who directed the music video, Ryan Ardito, who filmed it. Thank you to all the team at Perfect Storm, and you guys check it out and please leave feedback. I'd love to hear what you think.
Most definitely. Hey, thank you, Lou. We really like what you're doing, man. You are really awesome, and we're gonna follow you from now on and everything that you're doing. We always are working with MEI, so anything that they're doing, we're right there with it because those guys are amazing over there. And we really appreciate you stopping by and coming by and telling us about your new track that's out. Is This Love? Make sure you guys go out there and follow her. Download this song, look it up on YouTube. It's a terrific video. She's a terrific person. And like I said, thank you for coming on, and we'll check you out.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a good time with you guys. Bye.
Bye bye. See you later.
Look,
All right. Let's go ahead and play the game, man. And we're going to go ahead and end it out.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah, let's see what we got. Let's see what you know, Dev.
all right.
I want to call you Devin. Devin. I work with a dude named Devin. I don't know why I want to call you that.
All right.
Dev.
There are 10 questions.
Okay.
7 out of 10 correct, and you get a dish rack.
Okay.
We'll send you home with a dish rack.
Mhm.
All right.
And we got it on deck, too.
Yep. For your dirty dishes.
Let's do it.
Ready for the dish rack, Dev?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. Question 1. Where did Scotch whiskey originate? Is it A,
It's a trick question, bro.
the United States, B, Scotland, or C, Ireland?
No, it ain't Scotland because it's just a
Right,
setup.
be too easy. Let's go Ireland.
And you're wrong.
How you knew
Because it is Scotland.
What?
Overthinking.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what y'all get.
Okay.
Y'all just that'll be too easy.
It's a setup.
You set us up, man.
I
That's you,
did.
man.
And I did it for a reason.
That's a good one.
That's
Okay.
messed up,
All right,
bro.
come on, here we go. I'm
Question
locked
2.
in. Locked in.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire debuted in what year? 2001, 1999, or 2000?
Man, that's tough.
Dang, that's all right there.
Yeah.
I was thinking 99,
It's
right
gotta
when
be.
you said that.
Mm-hmm.
But them all years is right there.
I know I still was in Illinois. So I'm gonna say 99.
Yeah, let's go 99.
99 is correct.
All right.
All right. Y'all know a little bit of something. Y'all got one right. The next question leads us to LaCroix is known for what?
What?
Is it A, alcohol, B, lotion, or C, seltzer?
This is a place?
Oh no, that's seltzer. That's that drink.
Oh.
The seltzer water deals.
Oh, okay. I sure don't know, dog.
Yeah. LaCroix.
Seltzer it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this a place, a location?
That's what I was thinking too. Like LaCroix, that sounds like it's down there in Haiti where old girl at from. You know what I
don't know. There's a lot of white
There is a
people
LaCroix.
White people love that LaCroix.
They love it. I ain't never heard of that.
Dude, they be buying it by the caseload.
Yeah. It's nasty. It's
it
gross.
don't taste great. I drink it sometime, but I just need the fizz from it.
The carbonation.
Yes,
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's just no flavor. You know what I mean? It's just flavored like unflavored water.
Right.
Yep. The next question. Which of the following have never been an Oscar category? Is it A, best casting, B, best story, or C, best assistant director?
That's a tough one, man.
I don't think it's C. I think it's A or B. What were them choices again?
Best casting, best story, or best assistant director?
I'm gonna go C.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm going B.
You're all wrong. It is best casting.
Really?
What? You would think that would be
Okay.
whatever, man.
All right.
Which of the following songs did not come out in the 90s?
Okay.
Is it A, Wonderwall?
What?
B, Genie in a Bottle? Or C, Oops, I Did It Again?
I did it again.
I'm so confused because I'm for sure 2 of those didn't come out in the 90s.
And if they didn't, they had to come out January 1st, 2000.
Right. I'm like, dang. I'm gonna say Wonderwall, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going, Oops, I Did It Again.
Because I think the other ones came out in 99. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Dang.
No.
Jimmy is correct. It is Oops, I Did It Again.
It came out in 2000.
It came out in 2000.
See, here they go.
Genie in a Bottle. I thought that was too.
Tricks.
Man, it's so close, man.
With the tricks. All right.
All right.
We're not doing well.
Not at all. You guys are not really doing it well at all.
We're gonna make a run.
You're not the
Here we
only
go.
one.
We're gonna make a run. Here we go.
What?
Which of these is not a rodent?
Look, see.
Ooh,
Man.
Is it A, a chinchilla,
okay.
B, a ferret,
What?
or C,
You put
a
another
groundhog?
put another
Don't
A
even
at
worry
the end.
about that.
Ooh. Okay. What we say?
A, chinchilla,
ABA.
Okay.
B, ferret,
Or A.
or C, groundhog.
Man. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say chinchilla because there's no way.
It is. That is
That's a rodent?
Yes.
You walking around with a rodent on your neck, man?
I'm going with chinchilla is a rodent.
Oh, man,
Okay.
that's crazy.
I'm gonna go
bro.
ferret. No, ferret's the one that could be around your neck.
Ferret
Ferret.
can
People
too.
wear ferret coats. Something, yeah.
It was
like
ferret, chinchilla. What was that one?
groundhog.
Groundhog.
That's not but they burrow. I'm going groundhog.
I'm going ferret.
I said chinchilla.
We all got said something
What
different.
is it?
Y'all said something different, but Jimmy is correct. It is a ferret.
And I can't be cheating because y'all see the screen up here.
What?
So
Ferret.
Ferret.
So a chinchilla is so you got a rat on your neck, dog. You talking about this chinchilla.
Yeah.
Right.
I you see this chinchilla? Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay.
I
Next
might
question.
go home with a dish rack.
Yep.
True or false?
Okay.
New York is the most diverse in terms of language.
False.
True.
I mean, it has to be true.
I'm gonna say true.
It is true.
It has to be true.
Yeah.
I don't know where else I was.
Just based on population.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of people that come there from
Yeah.
around
The
the
amount of
world.
immigrants.
Yeah.
All right. The next question is, who is the patron saint of Ireland?
Hey.
Is it A, Saint Valentine, B, Saint Patrick, or C, Saint Mary?
B.
Yeah, St. Patrick.
St. Patrick.
B is correct.
Oh, that
It
seems
is
too easy
Saint
though.
Patrick.
Yay. You got something right. Did
All
you
right.
really ask this question?
I really did.
What is it?
Who was the slam dunk contest champion in
92.
1992? Is it A, Michael Jordan, B, Cedric Ceballos, or C, Clyde
I don't
Drexler?
even remember, dog.
Okay. I'm going to say Ceballos was later on, and I don't think he was 92. He would have been a few years later.
I don't remember.
Clyde the Glide. I think of
I don't remember. 92. I
So
don't remember what year is it.
when he win championships. 90.
Who? Mike?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. He
And then
didn't.
6, 7, 8.
He wasn't in the dunk contest in those years.
That's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
So it ain't him.
It's B.
It almost has to be done.
Ceballos.
Yeah.
It is B,
Yeah.
Cedric Ceballos.
You know, they met. They got an interview with him.
Yeah, we just and that boy knees so bad. Hey, sorry, said you still the man, but
Yeah.
dog, you paid for them dunks, man.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Man, that boy knees was bad, baby. He got up, he was like, ah. I was like, you all right, said? Yeah, man. Hey, boy, the knees.
It's a lot of
bad.
hoops, man.
Yeah,
He put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? Put in a lot of work.
He paid for it, man.
Yeah.
Physically.
Right,
And
right.
a lot of football players go through that too.
Yeah,
They
of
a lot of
course.
them can't even really walk right. You know what I mean? It's messed up. And you
Man,
see
such short careers.
Bill Walton, the way that man walked,
Mm-hmm.
knees toe up,
Yeah.
man. For real. Like
such
they be
short
messed up,
careers.
man.
All right. This brings us to our final question.
Okay.
Is it true or false? Elizabeth Keckley was the personal dressmaker for Mary Todd Lincoln.
I'm gonna say true because I don't have no idea
Yeah.
who this lady is.
False.
Yeah. Mary Todd, that's Abraham Lincoln's wife, right?
Mhm.
Sure. Why not? I mean, somebody had to make these dresses, I guess. Why couldn't
False.
Elizabeth do it?
Right.
It is true.
True.
Yeah, when I
There
would
you
have
go.
banged.
And just so you guys know,
What?
she's an African American woman.
There we
Really?
go.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Hey, shout out to Elizabeth Heckley. Was
Man,
it
his
Heckley or
wife was
Keckley?
good, so we all got freed. I appreciate it.
Right. That's maybe one of the reasons he changed his mind. Because, at first
You know what? That ain't so bad.
he thought that black people should leave the United States and make their own country. That's the only way it would work.
Mhm.
And Frederick Douglass and people like that changed his mind.
Yeah.
And he switched it up. So that's dope. All right, man. It's been a great episode. We appreciate you, Dev, stopping by, my dude, and
Man, I
dropping off
appreciate
your
it, man.
knowledge.
Yeah, this is love.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you stopping by. It's always love, bro. You have always been a good friend of mine.
Always.
And thanks, Jimmy. Thanks, Aisha. As
Appreciate it,
always,
Cuzzo.
thank y'all for watching. Peace.
Holla, holla.
Later.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.